Good afternoon, Willimantic USA. Chris Beaudry here for yet another episode of State of the Art with Chris Beaudry. And I'm going to be completely honest about this one, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to bear with me and J. Matt Rupart today because we are trying something very, very special in the studio. We're trying a new camera setup. We have a new camera rig here by an app called Switcher Studio. It's really cool. It's really powerful. It's going to allow us to have graphic overlays. It's going to allow us to play videos. I know we're on radio. Videos? What are you talking about? I'll tell you what I'm talking about because this is actually syndicated on YouTube as well as Charter Spectrum. So these videos are going to be very cool and supplemental to the programming, what we're going to talk about today. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about today. I'm going to be talking about all of the various events going on around town, about town, many of which are co-produced by the organization at which I found myself very, very excitedly at the helm as executive director, and that organization is Willimantic Renaissance Incorporated. If you're not familiar with what Willimantic Renaissance Incorporated is, or WRI as we call it, it is the founding nonprofit umbrella organization that has for 23 years supported Willimantic's Third Thursday Street Fest. Matt, did you go to the May Street Fest?
I went to a little bit of it. I didn't stay for the whole thing, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, but you caught a little bit. You caught a little of the energy. I mean, the energy was all there. The excitement was there. It was a slam-packed street fest. I was so surprised because we had those two really hot days prior to the street fest, and then it cooled off a little bit, which I think it was better than having it be the hot days, you know. So it was like 67, just below 70 degrees, and we put a photo on our Facebook page as the Facebook profile header photo, and the street was so densely packed. It was just absolutely amazing. Word is always spreading far and wide about the Willimantic Third Thursday Street Fest, and we're getting it out there even more so because we have a brand new website, number one, willimanticstreetfest.com. We have, what else? We have photographers and videographers and social media people that we're actually hiring. So we have Miss Kasha Dent, if you're listening out there. Kasha Dent is one of the best people. I'll just all encapsulating say it like that.
That's all you need to say.
High energy. She gets out to like every musical event. She's so supportive. She's a Willimantic Lion. I'm proud to say I'm a Willimantic Lion as well, new. But she's doing our social media, and she does an amazing job. Since the Street Fest, we have about 200,000 views on our Facebook alone, just from Kasha's content, nice. Right? We also hired Joe Lemieux. Joe Lemieux is absolutely fantastic photographer. He takes really, really professional photos. And you know what? I actually want to show some photos. If you're watching on YouTube, you can watch this on WILI Radio. You can also, watch it on YouTube. The YouTube channel is WILI Radio, excuse me. I'm trying to do three things at once here. So I'm going to show now folks that are watching on WILI on the YouTube channel. This is our link tree for Third Thursday Street Fest. And you can find this if you're listening, folks. If you're in the car, obviously don't go on your phone just now. But when you get home or when you get to wherever you're going, head over to willimanticstreetfest.com. At the top header of the website, you'll find this amazing, there's a banner at the top of the website, and it says, follow us here. And that button will take you to our link tree, which is basically a link for everything going on. We have, as mentioned, Joe Lemieux's amazing photographs from the May 21st Fest. We have a beautiful drone footage by Eric Hanka. In fact, I'm going to click on that, and we're going to take a little spin on this drone footage. Check this out. And I think he put a song on there, Matt. Play this song. It's really cool. If you could play the audio for the computer. I don't hear it yet.
It's playing.
It's playing?
Should be.
There it is. We have multiple windows going at once.
The mic's off, though.
I hear background noise. I'm not sure what that is. Folks, this is trial by fire today. We have our computer running. We're trying some video. I encourage everybody to go over to the WILI radio page on YouTube because there's all of the shows on community radio, including Ruth Hartunian Allenbaugh, John Murphy. Let's Talk About It with Susan and Dennis. Do they do video for that show, Matt?
Yes, they do.
They do. Okay, so you can check out all of the different shows right there, including this one. And when we get our ducks in a row here with this technological advancement, I'm going to call it, right? It kind of is. We'll have this up and running as well. But in the meantime, go to willimanticstreetfest.com and check out the website and follow us here. We'll take you to the link tree, the drone footage, the photographs, photographs, all kinds of resources pertaining to the Street Fest. But check out the new page as well. I want to go right into it. So the next Street Fest, June 18th. It's 2 weeks from this Thursday. There's a lot going on. In fact, next week on State of the Art with Chris Beaudry, we are going to have the ALS-PTA. What does that stand for? It has nothing to do with ALS, like Lou Gehrig's disease. It is actually an acronym or an abbreviation of the Airline State Trail Park Alliance. Say that 10 times fast, my gosh. They're a great new nonprofit organization, and they're representing, basically promoting the airline trail around the Northeastern Connecticut corridor. And they're going to have, I think, 21 tents representing right out in front of the WILI building. And they're going to do a stage takeover of the downtown stage. So we have Brian Titus, who actually sold out the River Room with his songs from the trail. And then we have Amy Gallatin and Stillwaters, which is some of the best bluegrass and Appalachian music you've heard ever. She's played at the River Room. She's played at the Bread Box Theater here. So that's going to be June 18th. Of course, we have our Beer Garden stage. We have our Uptown stage by Willie Brew. We have Bank Street, North Street with DJ Keith C. Rice, and so much more. I want to go into, should I go chronologically? Well, if I'm going chronologically, I definitely didn't start off that way. But the next thing I want to talk about is the Shaboo All-Stars at the Capitol Theater, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to put up the poster on the video. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll get a good glimpse of this. And I'm going to try to remove my watermark of State of the Art. Once again, we're learning all the technicalities behind this. But Shaboo All-Stars at the Capitol Theater, ladies and gentlemen, they are coming out strong. Lefty Foster always puts on an amazing show. What an altruist. He just keeps giving to the community. And in this circumstance, he's going to be giving to WRI, the nonprofit organization of which I mentioned earlier that runs the Third Thursday Street Fest. Some other projects include the Romantic Willimantic Chocolate Fest, the Willimantic Winter Blues Fest, which was 3 days this year, Trick or Treat on Main Street, which is always free for kids and families and brings out some 2,500 people. What else does it support? God, it is actually the fiscal agent for the Thread City Hop Fest and so much more. So somebody is calling me. Mr. Tyler Limoges, are you listening? I don't think you're listening, but I'm not able to take your call right now, sir. Tyler is the emergency manager for the town of Windham. So I think he's probably trying to get in touch regarding July 4th. Tyler, I'll give you a call back, buddy. We're talking about Shaboo now, though. The All-Stars, so they're coming on June 10th to the Capitol Theater. Again, the poster I was just showing on the video. I'm showing it here in studio, so J. Matt Rupar takes that in. Isn't that nice, J. Matt?
Here, give me it.
There.
Oh.
No, I got it on my on the video too now. We got technology, buddy, behind us. I'm going to read a little bit about what Lefty is going to be bringing for this. He's bringing legendary talent to downtown Willimantic. I'm talking a big band, right? Sometimes he'll do kind of a modified, smaller core ensemble, which is what at first he tricked me, man. He tricked me good. I said, Lefty, I gotta, I can pay your guys a small fee, right? And it was fair. And Lefty said, yeah, definitely, let's do it. I'll get you a 6-piece band. He calls me 3 days later and he says, Chris, I just added a full horn section. I said, Lefty, we didn't talk about. He said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I mean, in true Lefty fashion, right? Yep. So now we're up to a 10-piece band on June 10th. At the Capitol Theater, the historic Capitol Theater here on Main Street in Willimantic. Big shout out to EastCon Education Services, Eric Pertulis, Sarah Mallory, the principal over there. I hope they're doing well. They had a transformer blowout right around Third Thursday Street Fest, like the night of or the night before. Yeah. Sarah said she had it on. She had a text written out to me that said, "We have to cancel the dance." The ACT student dancers were going to dance and perform. We're without power. But luckily, she didn't hit send because Eversource showed up and they brought one of those massive, kilowatt generators and they set it up. I think they got a new air conditioning unit and the building just couldn't keep up with it. Anyway, I digress. We're good to go. It's going to be nice and cool in there on June 10th if it's warm outside. But check out this band that Lefty's bringing. So, of course, the lead vocalist, the band leader, the guy that makes all the magic happen, that is Dr. David Lefty Foster. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. David Lefty Foster. He actually got his honorary doctorate from Eastern Connecticut State University. during the graduate division commencement. And I want to see if we can actually play a little bit of this, Matt. So get the audio ready, because he actually performed a rendition of You Are So Beautiful, and it was so well done. And all of the students, it was the graduate ceremony, so it was a little bit smaller than the undergrad, but all of these students were just kind of enamored with the performance. So we're going to play a little bit of that right now. Let's see if this
You got
works.
2 things running on the computer there, so I heard.
I made in the last video?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I made sure that
Okay.
that was stopped. So
Okay,
let's
cool.
see if it works now. Here we go.
This happened, and he did it. So he taught us. He taught me, and he taught Marilyn all that. And so we're thinking of him. But anyway, as far as the graduates here today, you know, your passions have already been defined, and I just want to take a second.
Yeah.
And
So
sing
I can talk during
you a song. And be a conduit to your families that are surrounding you, both on both sides. And I'm gonna be them sending love to you all with this song. It's a simple song, but it's very meaningful.
I think your jack's not
And
working all the way.
you know, I'd just like to
It
say,
is.
Okay.
my guys drove in tonight from Boston, from Amherst, from New Jersey, from New York City, from all over the place, to help me congratulate you all. So if we could give them a nice round of applause, yeah. So I think let's get on with it. Let's sing. You are so beautiful. Me. And you.
I'll get better at the switching. Like when we're talking and stuff, I gotta like prepare to ask
Yeah.
you a question and think about switching at the same
Right,
time. It's
right.
crazy.
To me, can't you see? You're everything I hope for. Everything I need. You are so beautiful to me.
I'm gonna fade out of this. I'm gonna give it a 3-second 4-second fade, and then I'll tell you when to turn it. Ready? 4, 3, 2. All right, so we're giving you a little teaser right now. I'm going to tell you, because I was there firsthand in one of the front rows there, that Lefty absolutely crushed this. And his band and Derek Dyer, the saxophonist, took an amazing tenor solo, just lit the room up. Kudos to the guys, the in-house sound guys. I mean, J. Matt, you know what kind of challenges those are. I mean, doing live sound without a technical or a sound check rehearsal. I mean, they absolutely crushed it. You should have seen it, man. I actually caught the guy's attention who was doing the board, and I said, man, nice job.
Nice, yeah.
And you can tell the proof is in the pudding with the video here. That was the slow build of the song, though. So if you want to check that out, you can actually search Eastern CT State University Graduate Division Commencement on May 16th, 2026. I just typed in Google ECSU Graduate Commencement Connecticut 2026, and I got the video. So it's on the tail end, so you got to go to like an hour and 39 minutes or so, but totally worth the watch. And a lot of the musicians that are in the video for this are going to be present on June 10th at the Capitol Theater. So if you've driven by the Capitol Theater in Willimantic, you will have seen the marquee is scrolling now with the announcement that the Shaboo All-Stars will be there. I'm going to put the poster up one more time in the video so you can get a sense, and I'm going to read the lineup that I had started before digressing to the video. So Dr. David Lefty Foster, again, congratulations to both Lefty and his lovely wife Marilyn on their doctorates from ECSU. Bob Funk is going to be on trombone. This guy he's known for powerful performances, decades across jazz, blues, live touring. Larry Etkin is going to be on the trumpet. He's been a respected fixture in regional and touring music circles. Bill Holloman, this guy is a freak of nature, man. He plays piano, he plays guitar, he sings, and to my heart, he plays every saxophone. He's played with Bruce Springsteen, Nile Rodgers, and numerous celebrated artists. I mean, this guy is like top of the line. Derek Dyer, who was the guy who took the solo in the video that we were just looking at there with Lefty at the commencement. Long time known for performances with Joe Cocker and even Tina Turner.
Nice.
Man,
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Leon Pendarvis is playing organ. Long-time musical director and keyboardist for Saturday Night Live and a member of the Blues Brothers band.
Wow.
Man, talk about like history and like top tier Hollywood entertainment. Mitch Shakur was the guy you heard in the video with Lefty doing the piano intro into You Are So Beautiful. He's the former musical director for Joe Cocker, and man, his offspring are even high-level musicians. I think his daughter is in the Alabama Shakes or the Black Keys or one of those bands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we're trying to bring his family band to the River Room at some point, so that's going to be really killer.
Nice.
And then Cliff Goodwin is on guitar. Amazing. Again, a lot of these guys were in the Joe Cocker band. Cliff is no exception to that. Wolf Genandes, Lefty is going to kill me for that pronunciation, but I think that's a Greek last name. I don't know. But anyway, one of the most respected bassists with deep roots in blues and roots music, bringing the groove and precision to every performance. He's a member. Lefty hires him often and frequently. And then finally, hitting the skins, as they say, the drummer is going to be Marty Richards. Who again, blues, rock, these guys multi-genre. Marty can swing jazz. He's played a couple times at the River Room over here. He played with James Montgomery. He's played with Christine Ullman. I think he was in the band for that. So I mean, like, these guys are the first call for the most respected musicians on the planet, including Dr. David Lefty Foster. So tickets, ladies and gentlemen, we are very limited on tickets already. There's only 201. Actually, the fire capacity, the CO, certificate of occupancy at the Capitol Theater is 201. But we're gonna, that includes the band and that includes tech. So we're actually at 186 in terms of seating and everything. And we're already at like 140 something tickets. So if you're listening to this live on Tuesday, June 2nd, get over to riverroomwilly.com and get your tickets, because if you're listening to this pre-taped and you're on YouTube or you're on Spectrum, it might be too late already at that point. So get your tickets now. All proceeds benefit Willimantic Renaissance, the nonprofit organization behind the Third Thursday, the River Room. Windham CT celebrates America's 250th, the Romantic Willimantic Chocolate Fest, Winter Blues Fest, and the list goes on and on and on. Okay, where does that leave me now? I mean, I just mentioned it, that WRI, Willimantic Renaissance, is the fiscal agent and the producing, one of the producing entities for Windham CT celebrates America's 250th. So, what is that? Well, everybody knows Willimantic for the WILI, Willimantic Boombox Parade, right? J. Matt Rupart, you are the guy who is behind the scenes. You're on camera right now, buddy, so get your head out of that ring there so we can see you. But you're the guy playing the music that people are going to enjoy, and this year is very special because did you hear what they're doing on Main Street this year?
I heard a couple things, but what are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking about the speakers. Why don't you give a little insight into what's going on with the speakers?
Like, I don't know.
You don't know? Well, you're going to be heard even more so on Main Street, or what you're spinning in the booth here, because they're mounting speakers on the light posts. There's actually power on all those light posts that we're going to tap into. And the guy who the sound guy, Sandy, is actually the same guy doing the sound for the Shaboo All-Stars on June 10th. He's the same guy doing the sound for me on the America 250 on the Shaboo stage, which is going to be after the Boombox Parade. And he's the same guy who's going to be mounting those speakers up and down Main Street so that people don't own boomboxes anymore, right? Like, everything's on the phone, so it's all the streaming services, Spotify, Deezer, whatever they are. I don't know. I don't even, they pay musicians a fraction of a penny. I don't care about them.
Yeah.
But so anyway, everybody's going to have basically a radio right there up and down Main Street. A really cool concept. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I
So
wish we could have done that for years, to be honest.
right. Well, it takes some creative thinking.
Yeah,
So kudos to the powers that be and the town council and everybody that made that happen. It's going to be a nice accentuation to the Boombox Parade. But after the Boombox Parade, that's where my wheelhouse comes in, because we have a committee here in town, and we are rapidly growing to be the largest celebration, we're calling it. This is definitely a celebration, right? It's going to be after the Boombox Parade. The gates are going to open at 12:30 at the Jillson Park. And I'm going to put the poster up there so everybody can see it on the video later. But let me tell you a little bit about what's going to happen. So 12:30 gates open, 1:30 the presentation or the celebration. It's a fun thing, man. This is not political. This is bipartisan. This is the whole community coming together to celebrate just, being together, really. I mean, being together as a nation, being together as a community, being together for 250 years since the founding and Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. So what we have planned for you all is a 90-minute celebration that is just absolutely becoming massive. So first of all, the stage is going to be decorated. It's going to be decorated with buntings, which are kind of those half-circle American flag things. Yep. Congressman, I think Joe Courtney got us giant American flags. So they're going to be on either side. And then we have a 30-foot by 16-foot LED video wall that is going to be going up on the stage, and it's going to be mounted on July 3rd. July 4th, it's going to be turned on early in the morning, and it's going to be kind of a digital billboard, so to speak, for people who are lining up for the Boombox Parade, which steps off at 11 a.m. So we're going to have this giant sign that has messaging that says, "Join us here after the Boombox Parade for something really special, a celebration like no other." We've raised multiple thousands of dollars. I'm going to go through our sponsors in a short while. But the staple on the stage is going to be the Windham Concert Band. They're nearly 100 members, and they're led by the great Catherine M. Namasic. She was a career educator at Mansfield School Systems and also led the 94th Regional Army Band, and she knows her stuff, and she brings a great product to the stage. So the Windham Concert Band has been around for probably as long as this country, if not longer. I know it's gone through multiple WCBs, iterations. So it's been the Willimantic Cornet Band or something like that. It's been many things. So they're going to be the staple thing on the stage, and they're going to be joined by the 2025 Grammy Award-winning Zakai Curtis and Kubop. So Zakai Curtis is a very, very formidable piano player, so much so that he won the Grammy for Best Latin Jazz Album in 2025. He's a longtime friend of mine, and I called him and I said, "Hey man, do you think you could bring your quartet to not only represent just beautiful Hispanic culture?" His Grammy Award-winning album was called Kubop Lives. And he's going to be joining the Windham Concert Band. So he's going to be a Grammy Award-winning piano player backed by a 100-member, or near 100-member concert band on a song called Danzas Cubanos, right? And then he's going to play pieces with his quartet. There may be dancers. All of this will be close up for the LED video wall. So you got the concert band, you got the Grammy winner, Best Latin Jazz Album. We're going to have upwards of 16 historical reenactors, everybody from George Washington to Martha Washington to Israel Putnam, Samuel Huntington, people that had major roles in the American Revolution establishing our nation. There's going to be food trucks. Big shout out to Chelsea Charrier for helping coordinate food trucks for the event. We're going to have all kinds of fare. Think your 4th of July. So you're going to have your hot dogs, your fried dough. There's going to be Mexican. There's going to be all kinds of different fare. There's going to be desserts. I think even like a lemonade truck. So all kinds of stuff. There's going to be interactive history, souvenirs, guest speakers. And then Bruce John and the Windham Troubadours are going to present a very special rendition. In fact, we have one of the troubadours here in studio studio today. He's going to join us on the latter half of the show. And then the 5-piece Troubadour group is going to join us in the week coming for another episode of State of the Art with Chris Beaudry. So I want to give a major shout out to our sponsors because they all make this possible. And without them and their support, none of this would be possible. Firstly, Connecticut Humanities. In fact, Windham was one of the only Northeastern municipalities to receive a humanities grant for this production. So we're eternally grateful to CT Humanities for getting the word out and getting us funding especially. So I want to thank the town of Windham and the Willimantic Police Department, and I believe I owe a call to Tyler Limoges about July 4th, so I'm wondering even more support's coming in. Hartford Healthcare, thank you to them, and the Windham Hospital Foundation. The residents at 804 Main Street, which, have you seen the development they're going through today?
I saw the crane, but I didn't.
The crane, they hoisted 20 prefab apartment units into place in less than half a day. How crazy is that,
20,
man?
dude.
20, yeah.
Wow.
So and Rob Giantasio and his wife Sonia are just so generous. They give. They gave at the Horizons Gala, and they're giving to America 250 for this production. I'm going to riddle it off because we're about to take a break, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, great. So Jewett City Savings, the Windham Regional Arts Council, thank you for your support. WILI Good Company, this studio right here, the Owell Willard Company, and Bison Builders. Joshua, I haven't learned his last name yet, but he's building a viewing stand, or a media stand, if you will, that will be right out here in front of the WILI studio, where we're going to have a float competition where there's going to be all kinds of categories. I believe John Tewitt mentioned it earlier today on the news. I want to shout out to Eastern Connecticut State University. The Windham Republicans and the Windham Democrats both came in for $250. How appropriate is that? America 250. And then the list keeps growing. We keep getting sponsors. Yono, Yoga on North Street, thanks to Angie. And I want to put this out there. If there's any small businesses that want to contribute, we have a special level for $100. You can contribute to this production of, again, it's a bipartisan, it's a fun community celebration. Everybody come together and just celebrate our community, our town, our state, and our nation and our nation's history. The good things, of course. So, if you want to get your messaging out there, a $100 donation will get you in rotation on the video wall, as well as social media and thanks throughout all of our productions. We have the second largest following to the state commission in Windham on Facebook for our page. So I think they're at like 605. We're at like 515, and we're growing because thanks to like people like Kasha Dent, we're growing and growing and growing. So we're going to take a short break. When we come back, I'm going to have a few more announcements on some upcoming things, including the summer concert series. I'm going to hold this up real quick. Summer concert series, the Pajot Trust, Leo J. and Rose Pajot Trust Summer Concert Series, 4 concerts on the Shaboo stage, plus a magic show. And then I want to talk a little bit more about some of the upcoming shows at the River Room, including Ed Cherry, who is the guitarist for the great jazz and Afro-Cuban trumpet player Dizzy Gillespie. You are listening to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry. We will be right back after these messages.
Every chapter in your life.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Insurance Associates, 6 Stores Road on the Mansfield Willimantic
3,
Town Line.
2.
Hey, we're back, and I highly encourage people to listen to Homegrown, the commercial you just heard, because J. Matt Rupart in the studio is the guy who produces it, finds all the music. He's on camera right now. What do you got coming up, J. Matt? Anything exciting? Any new finds that you've discovered?
Actually, from you, Tom Forst, I do believe.
Ooh,
So I
yeah,
played,
Tom the Suit.
Feels So Good to Feel So Bad. I played that last week.
Nice.
And then I found a cover of Woodstock he did, so I'm going to be playing that in a couple weeks.
Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, Tom the Suit Forrest was the headliner in the Beer Garden in May, and man, he Beyond 1969 they called it, and he was playing all the hits, the rock hits and everything. Really great musician, super nice guy to work with. He's got some viral content online. He's got hundreds of thousands of views, if not millions, but he's totally crushing the game. So I want to do a quick little recap, well, not recap, but expansion on the events going on around town. most of which are sponsored by my organization that I'm very fortunate and just honored and humbled to be at the helm of this organization that was brought about by the need of just having a big community event. And that event, of course, is Third Thursday. Shout out to Jean Dismay, all of the volunteers and all of the board members of WRI that make all these things possible. And we're trying to get our brand and our name out there as an organization that uses arts and culture to spur economic activity in the downtown area. And we're doing just that. We've teamed up with the town of Windham and the Northeastern Connecticut Chamber of Commerce. Shout out to Nancy Pear, she's the membership coordinator there, and Debbie Fisk, who is the head of the rec department here in Windham. But they were very lucky. Nancy applied for a grant from the Pajot Trust, and I'm going to pop it up on my screen now. Again, this show is videotaped, and it's going on YouTube, WILI Radio. I'm also going to put it on Facebook. You might see it on the Third Thursday Facebook page, and it's also syndicated on Charter Spectrum 192, right? Is the channel? Sir. Yeah. So anyway, we call it the 2026 Leo J. and Rose Pajot Trust Summer Concert Series. It's going to be 4 concerts on the Shaboo stage throughout the summer from late June until early August, and then 1 very special magic show. By Matt Matthews Magic, Triple M. So it's happening June 24th. These are all Wednesdays, by the way. And all shows are going to start at 6 p.m. till about 8 p.m. And they are, again, June 24th, Wednesday, June 24th. Night Shift is going to be performing. Then on July 8th, we are going to have the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music, a.k.a. the Possum. Just a super talented bunch. My former gym teacher from E.O. Smith High School, Earl Henrishon, is the leader there. And a largely known fact, but maybe you don't know it yet, but I'll tell you now. Earl and his team, they actually co-founded the Heartbeat Music Festival in Hartford, part of the Riverfront Recapture, which is a great nonprofit to stimulate the economy and just, again, fun and kind of stuff what we do at WRI, but in Hartford. But this year they're going to call it the Heartbeats and Eats Festival. So check out the Professors of Sweet, Sweet Music, July 8th on the Shaboo stage. July 22nd, the Franklin Brothers Band are back. Last year, they almost had a rain out. They did a quick pivot, and they brought the show indoors to the gymnasium at the rec center. It was a little boomy in there, as you can imagine, Matt. It's not the best audio quality inside a gymnasium for a 10-piece rock band, but they're coming, and it's going to be a clear skies day on July 22nd. We're going to do the thing again and have it outdoors on the Shaboo stage on July 22nd, part of the Pajot Trust Summer Concert Series. Finally, on August 12th, a good friend of mine, quickly becoming a good friend of mine, Keith C. Rice knows her too. A lot of people know her around the area. Her name is Renee, and she runs a Tight Ship with Shaded Soul Band. That is going to be a 6:30 start time. So all of these concerts are free. Bring a lawn chair, bring a dinner. There's going to be all kinds of games and fun activities for the kids. And then there's a very special bonus magic show. The magic show, again, with Matt Matthews Magic. This guy is super professional. That's going to be on the 15th of July. So July is really packed. There's 2 concerts and 1 magic show in July. So that is the Pajot, Leo J. and Rose Pajot Trust Summer Concert Series. You can learn more by going to the Windham Rec website. They have a calendar up there. And then also we're co-hosting the events on the Northeastern Chamber page, on the Windham Rec Facebook page, and on Willimantic Third Thursday Street Fest page, on the River Room page. So it's plastered everywhere. You'll see it on the televisions over at the rec department. You're going to see it in the newspapers, no doubt. You're going to see it hopefully sponsored in local disseminations like Neighbors newspaper, and we're going to print posters. You'll see it everywhere, so make sure you check it out. The posters will have a QR scan code if you want to learn more. Share it with your friends, because we want as many people to come out. It's a free concert. It's a 2-hour concert in the beautiful summer weather. No rain. I'm knocking on wood right now. I'm going to put the poster one more time on the video. There it is. Check that out. All right, summer concerts. Now, the final thing I'd like to talk about before I bring my guest in is going to be the Make Music Day 2026, which is a big, huge deal here in Willimantic. So big, in fact, it's more than a full day. I mean, it is 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. It's on Sunday, June 21st, which happens to be a few other things on that day. It's the summer solstice, so it's the longest day of the year. Perfect day to be making music all day long. And it is also Father's Day. So this is a super family-friendly day of activity, going to be all kinds of stuff around town. And if you want to learn more and you want to get involved, if you're a band, if you're a small business owner, if you enjoy music, even if you just want to come and watch, there's something for everybody. You can go to makemusicday.org/Willimantic. There you can find out about the event, about the day's activities. It's part of a global Make Music Day celebration that actually originated in France. We have supporters and partners and pop-up venue spaces, including Bliss Marketplace, the Lily Pad, right here on Main Street. That's the new ceramic paint, glaze your own pottery studio, Egg and Cheese, and many others, right? There's going to be a drum circle. Actually, there's going to be a drum petting zoo. So Bob Bloom, Drumming About You, has donated a massive swath of drums. I want to mention Project Emo and Jay Highland are the project lead for this. We have a committee that includes Alyssa Velasquez, Johnny Gardner, myself, Bethany Dixon, and Jim Starr is rounding out the committee. There's going to be Professors of Sweet Sweet Music. Not only are they playing on July 8th at the Shaboo stage, but they're going to be at the River Room on June 21st for a free half-hour set, followed by an open mic for 90 minutes. So 2 hours at the River Room, 1:30 to 3:30. You'll find original artists, open mics, jam sessions, karaoke, spontaneous community music making, alongside opportunities for artist networking, a shared green room, gear and merch exchanges. Jay got a micro grant. He's getting 20 ukuleles. I'm sorry, he's not getting, he's gotten 20 ukuleles.
That's a lot of ukuleles.
That's a ton of ukuleles. What are you going to do with all those ukuleles? I mean, we're trying to get music in the hands of everybody, right? There's going to be what's called a Kids Kazoo Cupcake Parade. And I think we spoke about it on the show last week. We had Bethany Dixon of Ever So Sweet Baking. And she's baking cupcakes, and they're going to, instead of a candle, we're going to put a kazoo on each one, and kids are going to get to perform on Main Street, Willimantic, with a parent or guardian, of course, but it's just going to be a fun for all spectacle. In addition to everything else, we're going to do a sunset drum circle. There's going to be music in the parking lot of Emo. Again, the open mic at the River Room. MakeMusicDay.org/Willimantic. Check it out. You can learn about it. You can participate, support it by donating, because we are, in addition to all of the things that we're purchasing for the day, there's going to be a scholarship fund called the Next Generation Music Fund. In fact, at the show at the River Room this past weekend, June Bezant, who absolutely crushed her show with her jazz quartet, we raised about $170 for the scholarship fund on the way out the door. Wow. People just dropping a few bucks in, right?
I love it.
So show up, listen, play, dance, sing, jump in. It's Make Music Day 2026, Willimantic, Connecticut, June 21st from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Learn more, makemusicday.org/Willimantic. Okay, I have a guest in the studio. We're going to bring him in now. His name, I'm going to set up his mic.
Give him your mic, and then...
All right, give him my mic. So you're going to take this mic. Don't touch that mic there, sir. We're going to bring you in. We are on video as well, so I'm going to have you squeeze in a little this way.
Sure, fine, bud.
And I would like to introduce my guest. His name is Seamus McMullan. Mr. McMullan, welcome to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry.
Hello, thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely, my friend. So we're here to talk about a couple things. You have something you want to talk about as well, but you're actually one of the components of this great celebration that I was talking at length before the break, the America 250 celebration that's going to be happening on July 4th here in Willimantic, Connecticut. And you're a part of the Windham Troubadours that is led by, of course, our very own troubadour, Bruce John. You spoke with Bruce on the phone the other day. I don't think you've played together yet officially, is that?
No, yeah, but we're going to get together for some rehearsals before the show. So
yeah, so Bruce
should be sounding good for y'all.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And Bruce always surrounds himself with, like, the best musicians. So I actually went to one of their rehearsals. It was Patty Tuitt. Jason Altieri was there. Kerry Powers was there, I think. And that's 4, and you're the 5th.
Yeah. I'm really excited about it. We're going to play a classic American song for everyone, and
it's not a surprise. Go ahead and you can tell them what it is. So.
Yeah, it's in my opinion, it should probably be the national anthem. It's the Woody Guthrie's "This Land Is Your Land," and yeah, I've been singing this song since I was a little kid. So
and I actually had the pleasure of hearing you sing it one time. You sang it at the River Room when you brought the Pomfret Folk Brigade. And it wasn't just you; everybody joined in for that one, right?
Yeah. So the format of the show was a songwriting showcase. So it was in the Songwriters in the Round format, which, just to explain it for the listeners, it's a group of songwriters. We all sit together through the whole show on the stage, and we pass it from one songwriter to the next. And then just to round out the sets, we would do a sing-along song,
Yeah.
more of a familiar,
Right,
songwriter classic.
Like
for
a folk
everyone.
standard, if you
Yeah,
will.
yeah. So we did a gospel song, and we did that Woody Guthrie song.
That was such a cool experience. Sold out house. I mean,
I was so happy to be a part of it.
we definitely have to bring that group back. Howie Burson, Sally Rogers, Kayla Farnham, and yourself, I mean, are the most talented, I think, in northeastern Connecticut, if not the region, right? I mean, Sally was a Connecticut troubadour, and wasn't Howie as well?
Kayla was.
Kayla was.
Yeah. Sally and Howie have been releasing influential folk music since the 70s. Sally has shared stages with Elizabeth Cotton. She was good friends with Stan Rogers, who's one of my favorite Canadian folk singers. And,
Wow.
I felt humbled just to be a part of it and to have been one of the people who put it together. It was really a special experience for me.
So, I mean, you kind of spearheaded a lot of putting this super group together, and now you're going to be a part of another super group. So you're kind of a first call musician here too. I mean,
yeah, we're getting there. I appreciate that.
Talk a little bit about like like Bruce John has had an influence on you. I remember. Now I'm not trying to go too personal with it, but you had a tough time going back maybe 2 years or so, and you shared a lot that Bruce was posting, and you looked to Bruce a lot. What is Bruce John and his impact on the scene here and the musical community and the altruistic, giving, charitable community? I mean, he's led the Bread Box with his lovely wife Therese for many, many years, bringing top level talent to support a very worthy cause. What does Bruce and his work mean to you?
Yeah, he's a local hero. He's also at the forefront of promoting a sober and clean living lifestyle for other people in the community.
Right. That's right. I didn't even think to mention that.
I'm sober myself, and I really appreciate that he's open about that. And has been for decades.
I'll be 2 years in August. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, going on. A month and 5 months coming up. So.
Wow, good for you.
Or a year and 5 months.
A year and 5 months. All right, so we're kind of close in that aspect.
Yeah, it's going great. It's better to have a clear mind.
Yeah, amen to that. Right. Yeah. And so now you want to talk a little bit about something else. Remind me what it was here, Seamus.
We're having this event in Pomfret this coming Sunday. That would be June 7th. I'm just gonna look at my flyer to remind myself.
Remind me the name of it, because I'm going to pull it up on my computer through the video as well.
So it's Celtic Acoustic Traditions. We do have a Facebook event for it. So this is a free community event. We're hosting at Grill 37. I'm part of a local Celtic heritage club. It's called the Celtic Club of Northeastern Connecticut. It's a nonprofit organization that we just started recently. Kayla Farnham is also on the board. We also have another friend, Mark Renberg, who's an amazing Celtic musician who normally leads a Celtic session at the Vanilla Bean once a month. And this summer he's going to be leading at Grill 37. So this is kind of the kickoff for that coming season in Pomfret. So.
Very cool. So I'm showing the kind of flyer. It's very Celtic.
Yeah, excellent.
Celtic Acoustic Traditions, June 7th, Grill 37 in Pomfret, Connecticut. Great food there.
Yeah, it's awesome. So they're going to have a couple specials for Irish food, including a beef stew with a Guinness base.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
nice,
and which, if they cook the alcohol out of it, I'm game,
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So, and it's going to be a collection of musicians. Renberg's Rovers is going to play. Kayla Farnham is going to play. I'm going to play. And also, there's a couple more.
So the Celtic Club of Northeastern Connecticut, it's a nonprofit cultural organization that celebrates the culture, music, I'm reading from the event description, and heritage of the Celtic world, along with many American traditions shaped by it, including maritime and bluegrass music. So, I mean, this obviously has an impact on your musical wheelhouse. Like, do you feel the influence has permeated into your writing? Like, do you go out on tangents of exploring this type of music? I mean, you're obviously in this event, so the answer must be yes. But talk a little bit about your personal relationship with Celtic music.
With a name like Seamus Patrick McMullan, I couldn't really avoid being interested. Also, me and my brothers grew up listening to a lot of the Pogues specifically, but also the Dubliners and then by extension the Chieftains and the Tossers and Dropkick Murphys and all the extensions of it. But the initial traditional Irish band that had kind of a punk attitude was the Pogues, in my opinion, and we sing a lot of their songs just at family gatherings. I'm one of 6 siblings, so we all sing together, and
Nice.
you know, I was lucky enough to go see the Pogues in New York one time. They did a reunion tour when Shane MacGowan was still alive. You know,
Wow.
bless his soul.
Yeah.
And I love that music. I mean, I also, in my heart of hearts, I'm an American musician. You know, I think
Yeah.
anybody, this is the melting pot, right? We
Yeah,
come
right,
here.
Right. Well, that's what
There's-
we're trying to accentuate at America 250. I mean,
Yeah.
it's for everyone. Yeah.
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 And I've written some ballads that sound a bit more Celtic, I would say, throughout the years.
Okay.
But in the big scheme of things, yeah, it's all folk music, whether it's European, African, American, you know.
Well, I want to interject in 1 week from today, we're going to have our next installment of Open Mic at the River Room. Would you come and share some maybe Celtic-inspired music, and you could also promote this event? If you're free, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. So I think this event is happening before that one, but
Oh, this
because
one is Sunday,
it's
right?
just
Right.
this
Oh,
weekend,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But,
That's my fault. Yeah.
But it'll be a little, you know,
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
review
Well,
instead of a preview.
I guess my next question would be: is this a one-off, or are you going to try to do a series?
Oh, we're going to do a lot of these, yeah.
Okay,
so,
good.
so this is the first fundraising event. I mean, technically, we don't have the nonprofit status, so it's a free concert. Donations are welcome.
Got
know.
you. Got you.
But we do have...
Got to start somewhere. You
Yeah,
gotta build
exactly.
It, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have a small bank account so far, and we're doing pretty good. But we are hoping to have a clubhouse eventually, and then be able to host a lot of Celtic sessions and Irish music.
Now, what do you mean?
regularly.
What do you mean a clubhouse?
So there are a couple of them in New England that are specific to. I would relate it almost to an Elks Club or something like that, and that it's specific to the Celtic Club of Northeastern Connecticut. So the president of our club, Mark Renberg, has that in mind to eventually be having a home base where we can be hosting events and maybe even serving our own Irish dinners and stuff. I'm a cook myself. I've been in the cooking industry for 20 years, so
Right.
I can put together a pretty good corned beef dinner. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now you're talking my language. Hey, J Matt, do you have the show ready for the next homegrown?
Yeah, I think I do.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I was gonna give him my business card so I can.
Yeah,
get some
promote the
music
next
going.
one or
Yeah,
something like that.
definitely,
Yeah. So yeah, you got to hook up, you guys, and
Absolutely,
Matt
yeah.
will hook you up here with some airtime with his show Homegrown. Have you checked it out? You got.
I actually, I just saw a poster about it over at the Bliss Marketplace. Yeah, they're
Nice.
promoting you guys. So
Yeah, Joe at
Yeah,
Willimantic Records.
Willimantic
is the
Records.
guy.
Yeah. Excellent.
That's good to
Excellent. What else is going? So besides the Celtic acoustic traditions, what else? What do you got planned for the summer musically?
Oh, I got some good stuff coming up. Yeah. I have a regular gig over at the Broken Crust in Putnam. That's a nice.
Never heard of it. What is it?
Oh, so it's a great gourmet pizza place. It's right by the falls there. So it's right off of Kennedy Drive, next to the little laundromat there.
Okay.
And I played there probably 4 times so far. I have a couple more gigs lined up for the year.
Excellent. Just you solo or?
Yeah, I'm playing solo. It's a 2-hour
Sure.
show. The next one is coming up on June 13th from 5:30 to 7:30.
And how can people learn about all these things that would to do with your music, to do with the Celtic acoustic? Do you have a Facebook that you want to shout out?
Yeah, for sure. If you could just follow my personal page on Facebook or my Instagram, it's under Mighty Seamus. So if you look for Mighty Seamus on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, you'll find me.
And your recent album was Mighty Lungs, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I was trying to make that a thing, and then I was like, it's too many words for a title name. So it's Mighty Seamus.
What was it besides Mighty Lungs?
So Seamus, Mighty Lungs, McMullan. It's kind of long for like
okay.
a title track. Like,
but Mighty Lungs is a great album title.
yeah, I'm happy
Seamus
with that.
McMullan, Mighty Lungs.
Yeah,
I love it.
that part's not changing.
And if you're hearing his voice, ladies and gentlemen, on the radio, he's got that deep baritone, kind of like me, but you really project, man.
I appreciate
you got a
that,
great
yeah.
voice, and I always love working with you, and I'm super stoked that you're going to be a part. Again, I'm going to put the poster up for people who are watching on the WILI Radio YouTube channel. If you search WILI Radio, it's going to be on there. I'll share it with you, and maybe you could share it with your people, and we can promote both the Celtic acoustic traditions and the America 250 and anything else coming up, because they'll learn your socials. And any parting thoughts? We're gonna have to wrap it.
Yeah, I appreciate it all. Thanks a lot for having me, and support art, or art will go away. You know,
Yes.
if you know a local artist, buy their artwork. Don't go to Target to buy the art. Buy it from a local artist.
Yeah, exactly. Buy it from the hands of the artist rather than Spotify listening. I mean, like, you think about it. I think it's 5,000 streams are equivalent to purchasing one $20 album.
Yeah.
So the uphill battle that big tech, even though they claim that they're making our lives easier, is actually not the case, right? So but the old is becoming new again. Like LPs and vinyls are back in vogue. So I think people want something that they can like hold and look at and interact with and be a part of. Go to live music.
Yeah, well,
the
and
River
that's
Room, it's doing great.
Like that personal experience of being in the room with someone, being able to pick their brain before or after the show. I had that experience.
See their face in real time emote as they're singing a song that they wrote, not an AI bot. It's like,
exactly.
Oh my God! I had a guy. I'm not gonna name names, but it was I'll say his initials. Jim Spinato. He was the magician that played. He said, "Oh, I love this AI YouTube musician," and I almost kicked his butt out the door.
Yeah,
never come. Nah, I kid. I love Jim Spinato, but I was like, really, Jim? You want people to start making deep fakes of magic? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he's talking to a musician as he's saying it.
I know. So I kind of had to do a double take, but I protected the innocent and just said his initials. So anyway, folks, it's been a great. Hey, Seamus, thanks for being here.
I really
man.
appreciate it.
It's been another great episode. J. Matt Rupar, thanks for everything you do. Thanks for your contributions. If you want to learn more, definitely go to riverroomwilly.com. You'll find all of the River Room shows. I didn't even get into the upcoming artist. It's Ed Cherry is coming to the River Room. He played with Dizzy Gillespie for many years. Dizzy Gillespie was one of the cutting edge played with Charlie Parker, bebop cutting edge, Afro-Latin, Afro-Cuban jazz. He led the way with that. This is his guitar player. We'll be at the River Room this Saturday. Also, if you want to learn about America 250, Linktree, that's linktr.ee / Windham AM250. You can just search Windham America 250. Make sure you say Connecticut. There is a Windham, New Hampshire. There's a bunch of Windhams everywhere. I think there's a Windham in every state, I think Bev Bjork said. Anyway, learn all about our America 250, the Pajot Summer Concert Series at the Windham Rec Department. Tickets for the Shaboo All-Stars on June 10th, also at River Room Willie. What else am I missing here? I have like 10 posters. I'm just going to riff through them one more time for the video. There's the River Room schedule, the Pajot Trust, the America 250 on July 4th. Oh, Make Music Day on the 21st of June.
Oh, I'm going to play that one too.
Shaboo All-Stars. You're going to be at Make Music?
I'm backing up Kate Miller.
In Willimantic? Heck yeah, dude. And then Kate Miller is going to perform at the next Third Thursday Street Fest. We're having a Make Music Day stage. Anyway, there's a lot going on. Join me back here next week to learn even more. We'll go more in depth on everything. Thanks to everybody who's listening. Check us out on YouTube. We'll see you next week for more State of the Art with Chris Beaudry.
Red Sox